Hey, I'm Jake. This is Daily Stock Market, your quick daily catch-up on everything moving in the market. Chaos with Supermicro and wild claims about SoFi have got everyone buzzing. Let's get through this quick so you're caught up. Alright, so here's the scoop for today. Supermicro is in hot water. Their stock took a nosedive, crashing over 26%. Why? News broke that they might have been smuggling NVIDIA chips to China. That's got everyone questioning their governance big time. Now NVIDIA could feel some side effects here since their chips are part of the mess. Next, SoFi's in the spotlight, under heavy scrutiny after a short seller report from Muddy Waters. Even with the CEO putting his own money in, folks are still skeptical. It's tougher to believe in SoFi right now, but maybe it'll pass. Lastly, geopolitical tensions in the Middle East have oil prices climbing again. Everyone's worried about disruptions, and it's stirring fears of instability in the market. It's not just about oil prices anymore, it's about the domino effect on the global economy. Today was a wild ride across the board. Markets are turbulent, and honestly, it's got traders on edge trying to keep up. Supermicro Computer is making headlines for all the wrong reasons today. Their stock tanked over 26% after revelations that they might have smuggled $2.5 billion worth of NVIDIA GPUs to China. This scandal is a big deal, not just for Supermicro, but for the whole industry considering NVIDIA's involvement. Investors are freaking out about the potential fallout from this mess. So Ricky Gutierrez weighed in on Supermicro's debacle. He's not holding back, saying that the allegations against Supermicro are a massive red flag. Ricky points out the CEO's arrest over allegedly smuggling NVIDIA GPUs, which casts a dark shadow over the company. He's worried about the implications for NVIDIA too. This could weigh on their stock performance considering the scale of the alleged smuggling. Ricky's main take? Investors should tread cautiously. This scandal could seriously shake confidence in Supermicro, and it's a situation that might not have a quick resolution. For those thinking of jumping in with a buy, Ricky suggests waiting it out until more is clear. Extrinsic Trades takes a more balanced look at Supermicro's situation. They acknowledge the seriousness of the allegations, but emphasize that it's important to consider all angles. Their video dives into the current stock performance and how the Department of Justice probe might impact future operations. While there are obvious risks, they suggest that with risk comes potential opportunity if the company can weather this storm. They're not outright telling investors to abandon ship, but rather to stay informed and understand the volatility they're stepping into. According to Extrinsic, it's critical to assess how this legal battle could alter perceptions of Supermicro's reliability and governance. Alright, let's talk SoFi. The stock's down about 1% today. Why is everyone watching this one? Because Muddy Waters just released a short seller report painting a pretty grim picture. Even after the CEO made a big personal investment trying to reassure folks, there are still plenty of doubts hanging in the air. Stealth Wealth Investing digs into the Muddy Waters report, and they're not sugarcoating anything about SoFi. They highlight so-called vulnerabilities in SoFi's financial structure, painting a cautious picture for potential investors. Stealth Wealth is sending out a warning, watch for cracks in the company's financial health. They argue the short report brings up serious questions about SoFi's operations. Although the CEO's stock purchase seems like a confident move, Stealth Wealth suggests it might not be enough to erase the underlying concerns. Bottom line from them is to exercise caution and do a deep dive into SoFi's numbers before making any decisions. The club gets a bit dramatic with their take on SoFi, comparing it to Enron of all things. That's a bold claim, but it definitely gets you thinking. Their video is all about whether SoFi's current business practices are sustainable or a house of cards waiting to collapse. They hone in on Muddy Waters' assertions, questioning the solidity of SoFi's financial stability. While they don't outright say everything's going to unravel, the club raises enough red flags to make you pause and consider the risks. Their bottom line, be extra cautious and perhaps hold off on any big moves until clearer data emerges. Stock Invest gives a detailed rundown on 5 key price signals impacting SoFi right now. They dive into how the short-selling report from Muddy Waters might influence Friday's opening price, especially after the CEO's significant stock purchase. While they don't take a particularly bullish or bearish stance, they stress the importance of watching these signals closely. Stock Invest believes the market's current sentiment could shift quickly based on how these price indicators play out. Their advice, stay informed, watch how the next few days unfold, and be ready to adjust your position accordingly. No definitive calls, but plenty to consider. Alright, that's your wrap for today. Like and subscribe to Daily Stock Market with Jake if you want this every day. Seriously, it helps a ton. The market's wild right now, and I'm still trying to figure out if SoFi's a buy or just hype. See you tomorrow.